Radio for Milwaukee is celebrating its one-year anniversary. 88.9 FM signed on with a new format featuring all kinds of music last February. Michael Alcesser, Executive Director, and Kedar Coleman, Programming Director from 88.9, join us. Gentlemen, happy birthday.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Michael, let me start with you. In the year you guys have been doing this, what has been the listener response?
The listener response has been extraordinary, and I think it's just that there's all of this in the air right now. When we were putting the station on the air about a year ago, we could feel that there was a lot, well, I'll use the word change. People were looking for a lot of change, and I think we felt that and put a station on the air that reflected that, and they've really stepped up and have embraced it. It's really gratifying.
If you haven't heard this station, they will play anything from Brazilian samba to disco to you name it. It's all over the place. And you know, I mean, one of the goals of the station is by playing diverse music to draw people together from different ethnic groups.
Right.
Can you see that happening?
Oh, definitely see that happening. I can't think of a better way to get people kind of, you know, talking across community and color lines and class lines and, you know, by playing a good song. It's a great party starter, great conversation starter.
Michael, this has been quite the outlet for local musicians. A lot of your playlists are Milwaukee artists.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. And Milwaukee has a scene that's as good as any town like it in the country. And so by having a regular presence, you know, a local musician every hour, every day, all year long, you know, the Milwaukee music gets the attention that it really absolutely rightfully deserves.
And Kedar, in addition to music, a lot of listeners will call in, or your folks will go out and interview listeners just to get their take on different parts of our community. It's really a different look at living here.
Right. I mean, and that's part of our effort to just reflect the city back to itself. You know, we'll get people calling in just riffing on a song that they heard, or sometimes we'll get a produced piece dealing with a more weighty issue about somebody, you know, dealing with the issue of gun violence in their community.
And Michael, now as you look ahead to year number 2, first of all, the big question, of course, radio, any medium takes money to operate. You guys have been pretty aggressive in fundraising. How is the station looking financially here headed to year 2?
Financially, it looks really good. The seed money that we've received from the Novo Foundation is secure. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting has stepped up and said this is something that deserves support, and so now we're increasingly working with, you know, wider groups of the city to really work with Milwaukee to wrap their arms around this radio station, because ultimately for Radio for Milwaukee to make a real difference here, it needs to be embraced as a civic asset, as sort of a part of the community's quality of life. And that's what we're speaking with people about, and we think that's what year 2 is really going to be about, is helping people to understand how we can make a difference in the city when different parts of the city step forward and support the station.
And Kedar, the Music Awards show coming up today in honor of your first birthday. Tell us about that.
Right. Well, it's not like the Grammys or the Oscars.
It's for local musicians,
It's for local musicians, and it's not a competition. I mean, more than anything, it's an exercise and fun. And we just, at Radio Milwaukee, want to use our resources to shine a spotlight on what we consider to be one of the best music scenes around.
Gentlemen, again, congratulations on 1 year on the air. Michael Alcesser is Executive Director, Kedar Coleman, Programming Director of Radio for Milwaukee, 88.9 FM. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And you can check a link to the 88.9 website at our website, myfoxmilwaukee.com.